before I left, I went to breakfast with some friends, some of my railroad buddies. And after we sat there and solved the problems of the world, why, we got to discussing the different aches and pains we have. And anyway, my one guy was there were three of us, and one of them was older. He was 94, Pete. I said, hey, Pete. I said, you're 94. I said, you got all the aches and pains that we do? He said, no. He says, in fact, he says, I feel younger every day. Right now, he says, I feel like a brand new baby. I said, you're kidding. No. He said, no hair, no teeth. And I think I just wet my tail. I went over to my granddaughters the other day because they had a little party over there. When I walked in the house, they were in the kitchen. They had a box of animal crackers all scattered all over the top of the table. And I said, what do you got, a new game now that you play with animal crackers? And they said, no, Grandpa, we're looking for the seal. I said, what are you looking for the seal for? She said, because it says on the package if the seal's broke, don't eat them. So who said the kids don't read labels? One other day I was sitting in the house, and one of my eight granddaughters came out of the bathroom crying. I said, honey, what seems to be the problem? Oh, she said, Grandpa, I dropped my toothbrush in the toilet. I said, well, that's no big deal. Just throw it away. Grandpa will get you a new one. Oh, thank you, Grandpa. And he said, you better get yourself a new one, too. I said, why, did mine fall in the toilet? She said, yeah, yesterday. It tasted funny in the morning. You know, one time we were down there was a guy that was a burglar. He broke into the church's extra room, and he was walking through there with his flashlight looking at things open, and a voice said, Jesus is watching you. And he thought, what the heck is that? He took a few more steps, and again the voice said, Jesus is watching you, and he spun around with his flashlight, and here was a parrot. And he says, oh, it's just a stupid parrot. And about the same time, he felt a breath on the back of his neck. He turned to look back, and there was a big Doberman standing there. And the next thing he heard the parrot say was, sick of Jesus.
One more.
Oh, there's a lot of funny stuff goes on in this world. Bubba was in the barber shop one day, and Leroy come running in. Says, Bubba, someone just stole your truck. Bubba said, oh, did you see him? What did he look like? He said, oh, I didn't see him, but that's okay. He said, I got the license number. There was Leroy come down off of the mountain one night, Saturday, Sunday morning, and the Baptists were baptizing in the river around. Well, Leroy got too close, and they drug him out into the water. And the preacher pushed him down in the water, and he said, did you see Jesus? No? So the preacher pushed him down again. He said, now did you find Jesus? He said, no. So he shoved him down and held him till he saw some bubbles come up. He says, now did you find Jesus? Leroy said, no. Are you sure this is where it fell in? Thank you.